Throughout the extract, high-intensity music is associated with the immigration officers and can be heard whenever the officers are present. The music represents the confliction between the binary opposites of the officers and the immigrants themselves. It begins with the amplified sound of the officers' footsteps, which creates tension and anxiety as to who is approaching. The music begins with the arrival of the immigration servicemen, and the music is reminiscent of a clock, emphasising the countdown and the small amount of time the immigrants have to hide away. The ticking sound also links to their occupation, as it makes the officers and servicemen look more powerful.
The high-intensity music associated with the immigration officers then fades out as the dialogue begins.
I have authority to search these premises.
Not a problem. Would you like someone to show you around, or... Oh, while I remember. Ben, did you take those purple acquisition forms down to housekeeping like I asked?
No. I'll do it now.
Brain like a sieve. Anyway, as I was saying, are you okay, or would you like someone to show you around?
This countdown is an example of selective sound. The sounds of the footsteps are the first thing we hear, which makes a clear entrance of the officer, and this is an example of direct sound. The music stays the same throughout the extract, but the tone and pace changes slightly. The volume also varies to create a contrast and atmosphere. The music that starts after the appearance of the first two officers is quite loud and fast-paced. This type of sound would usually be heard in an action and thriller genre. The beat is very repetitive, which could reflect the repetitive nature of the immigrants' struggle to avoid the immigration test.
Where's Ibrahim?
This beat can also reflect the characters. For example, when the officers are on screen, the beat is fast and creates a tense atmosphere. Whereas when the immigrants are on screen, the beat is slow. This change in beat represents the difference between the two groups, highlighting the binary opposition and contrasting ethnicity. Found sounds are also included to make the extract seem more realistic. Examples of these include the keys, the hoover, and the rattling of jars. The futuristic Star Wars-like sound when the lift doors open to reveal the immigration officers could represent how the immigrants, in this case Ibrahim, feel alienated in their environment. This is also a found sound, although there could be a link to his feelings at this point. The music is very repetitive and continuous, which shows that the tension is consistent and helps create the chaotic atmosphere of the current situation that the two groups of people are in.
Silence is significantly used at some moments in the clip to add to the tension and creates an interesting change in atmosphere and mood. The sound of the headphones playing music when Ibrahim is hoovering shows his vulnerability and the realistic aspect of being searched for by the officers. The sound of the door knocking is an example of studio and parallel sounds. The door also knocks twice, which emphasises the pressure on the immigrants. The harsh noises that build up to this point shows the anxiety of the characters and how the tension is building up. The contrast in tone of pace of the music in different ways shows a different atmosphere up until the officers come and take Ibrahim away. The sound of the countdown is a lot calmer in the storeroom, but the music builds up, whereas the sound is quite chaotic and loud in the corridor, as additional fan sounds are included to add to the realistic aspect.
Look, I'll sack him. Just let him disappear.
We're not stupid. We know the codes. You had, what, 2 minutes? 3 to clear them away? He wasn't quick enough. We got him. Rules of the game.
Jackie, can you... I am terribly sorry, everybody. This does happen from time to time.
The use of dialogue breaks up the awkward tension, and the sad music begins to emphasise the change in mood and atmosphere.
The melancholy music that starts up the officers have left demonstrates the emotion and reflects the mood of the workers and immigrants. The loud conversations on the table near the end show a normal atmosphere, whereas music is a lot quieter when it gets to the table with the man and the woman. The prayers that he says before the meal represents their religion and ethnicity. The music ends by fading out. The sounds used in this extract represent ethnicity in many ways. Some are clearer than others, but they can symbolise different things. Different sounds, studio sound, selective sound, parallel sound, sound effects, music and silence are all used to emphasise the binary opposites and conflict between the officers and immigrants.